Imagine that the sun, which we consider a source of life and warmth, could become a threat to Earth. What if suddenly it starts to behave differently than we expect? Today I'll tell you how our star, which is always with us, could turn from a friend into a sinister threat to our planet. The sun is our star, the source of life and energy for the Earth. But despite its importance, it can also pose a serious threat to our planet. Solar storms, mass ejections, and increased solar activity, all of these can affect our planet, and in some cases even lead to catastrophic consequences. One of the most significant effects the sun can have on Earth is solar storms. These are powerful bursts of magnetic fields and charged particles that the sun sends into space. When these particles collide with Earth, they interact with the planet's magnetic field, which can cause geomagnetic storms. In the short term, these storms won't lead to the destruction of Earth, but they can cause major problems. For example, solar mass ejections, which consist of huge streams of charged particles, can disrupt satellite operations, cause navigation failures, and damage electrical grids. Moreover, solar storms can increase the level of radiation reaching Earth, posing a danger to astronauts and air travel, especially flights passing through polar regions, where the magnetic field is more vulnerable. On Earth's surface, we're still protected by the atmosphere and the magnetosphere, but strong storms can threaten technological systems and infrastructure. However, the sun's impact on Earth isn't limited to just solar storms. In the long run, changes in the sun's activity could significantly affect the climate and life on our planet. In the distant future, the sun will become brighter. Over billions of years, it will gradually increase its luminosity. In about 1 to 2 billion years, its brightness will increase by roughly 10 to 15%. This will lead to a rise in temperature on Earth, making the planet too hot to support life. Oceans will evaporate, and ecosystems will collapse. When the sun exhausts its fuel and enters the red giant phase, which will happen in several billion years, it will begin to expand, swallowing everything in its path, including planets. At this point, Earth will likely be consumed by the sun, or even if not, its temperature will rise to levels where life as we know it will become impossible. Solar flares are another factor to consider when discussing the potential threat from the sun. These are powerful bursts of energy that can disrupt radio signals and damage satellites. In their most intense manifestations, solar flares can weaken Earth's magnetic field, leading to an increase in radiation levels. While this doesn't pose an immediate threat of Earth's destruction, it can affect the health of people and animals, cause damage to technological infrastructure, and even disturb the climate. Interestingly, it's not just increased solar activity that can impact Earth. Throughout history, there have been periods when solar activity decreased. For example, during the so-called Little Ice Age in the 17th to 18th centuries, solar activity was reduced, leading to a sharp cooling on Earth and a severe drop in temperatures across Europe. While this didn't lead to the destruction of the planet, such changes can cause global climate catastrophes, famine, and mass migration. The Earth's magnetic field plays a key role in protecting the planet from harmful cosmic radiation. However, if solar storms become too powerful, they could weaken this natural shield. This would lead to an increase in radiation levels, which could cause significant damage to ecosystems and result in long-term climate changes. Such changes could affect the health of living beings and even alter the structure of Earth's atmosphere. Thus, although Earth is currently protected from most of the threats coming from the sun, its activity could affect us in the future. Solar storms, mass ejections, rising temperatures, and possible climate changes all remind us that life on Earth depends on many factors. And while catastrophic events like the sun's transformation into a red giant are still far off, we must remember that our existence is closely tied to the sun, and its behavior could dramatically alter the course of the planet's history.